welcome back to Potato League. I've got a ZvT for you today, as this is still my worst matchup, which is fine. I'm still working on it. But last weekend I played about 8 hours, and I did pretty bad, and it's because I'm focusing on a different thing. So, oh jeez, this is too fast. It's because I'm focusing on a different thing. So, last time I was in a Potato League, last time I did a Potato League, I was focused on my build order. And the build order did really well. I felt like I had a nice economy, and I wasn't able to spend my cash because my economy was so good. Then I realized that if I want to be able to spend my economy with this build, I need to really focus on injecting. So I spent all last week focusing really hard on injecting. And now my injections are pretty good. So I want to look at today and see how my injections go for the first pass through of this game. And then I want to take a look at how my build order went. And then I want to look at different things. So I kind of ran through this build already. One little spot. Oh geez, I'm looking normal. Here we go. I ran through one little spot on this already. And I'm making some mistakes. So first it's when I make lings. I'm making some mistakes here. I'm not getting the economy I need to be able to support the ling economy that I have. So again, this build is a direct copy. The first 5 minutes is directly a copy from Cyril. And he made this build to defend against Hellions, like a 6 Hellion run by. And that's exactly what hits me in this game, and it kills me, basically. I take a lot of damage to it. And I'm going to kind of talk about why, and we're going to go through everything a little bit. So, the opener, nothing big happens. I think I messed up a hotkey in the beginning or something like that, but it's not a big deal. That's why I pulled that drone there. So nothing terribly game-ending right now. But I want to take a look at my injects, and I want to take a look at my build order, and then I think I have a very good idea of why this attack did so much damage to me. But let's just keep on with the replay for now. So if you did watch my stream last weekend, I appreciate it. I had 8 full hours of streaming, and it was a lot of fun to actually stream that much. I've not done that basically ever. It was my first time doing that. First time playing StarCraft for 8 uninterrupted hours too. Also very fun. I'm probably going to do it again sometime soon. So here we go. 50 minerals. Am I pulling off of gas? Okay, first mistake is I didn't pull off of gas perfectly. I should have pulled off one. I should have been pulling my gun right now. I just remembered. I'm like, ah, crap. And then I think I pull the worker from there to the third. Yeah, so the third's gonna get there a little bit early. Not a game-ending mistake, but I know better. Like, I always talk about pulling it off on time. So, yeah, it gets here 50 minerals early because I pulled the wrong one. But I still get it down before the Reaper comes across. Do I scout the Reaper?
Our forces
I think I did.
are under attack.
So, next. Overlord at 26, I hit it. Next Overlord is at 36. I'm just watching the supply. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm just looking at the build order. So I'm going to go up to 31 supply.
A new queen has emerged.
31 supply. 1 supply. I make some more lings because I lost some lings, but I don't really need to, I think. But I do it. Make 2 lings. So I've got my queen started at 31. A little bit late on the queen. Where's my Overlord? 36 Overlord. And I do 2 injects at first, so I missed my first creep tumor. But I was getting pretty much harassed hardcore
Hey, your
by
base
these
is under
Reapers.
attack, man.
Ah! Let's see if I started ling speed on time. I made that mistake a lot last week, I didn't realize. So 116 supply. No! I was late. 116, there it is, 120 minerals, 20 minerals late. So that's pretty late. That's like probably 15 seconds late, which is not good. So ling speed is bad. That was a mistake. And having slow ling speed is going to let this Reaper harass me more and more. So I got a massive inject there.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Start the queen. Hold on a second. This is something I have to check. I'm going to open up my build order really quick. I kind of forget this. Should have opened this up before the stream, actually. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Got my build order here now. Okay, sweet. So I've got another queen started. Already at 36 supply. This one shouldn't be started until 40 supply. So I start this queen a little bit early, but I'm just trying to spend my cash. But, so here. I should be getting this second queen here at 40 supply. Instead, I've spent 150 minerals, and I have 6 larvae, which I'm about to be able to spend when these overlords hatch. So this is going to stunt my economy a little bit. Little mistakes like this are going to add up, I think, over the entire match. So got my queen. It's not even 38. I'm at 38 still right now. Now I should be starting that queen. And I think I'm not able to spend about 3 or 4 of my larvae constantly. Now, here's a big issue. I make 6 lings right here. And I just killed the Reaper. There's 2 Hellions, and I still have 6 lings. I'm making 6 more lings right now. Completely unnecessary. I don't need this. Right now, I should be making 1 more set of lings. So at 44 supply, what I should be doing right here is I make 1 more set of lings to bring myself to 6 right here, which I already have, so I should have skipped it. I send 1 ling out to each of my bases, and I take the queen here. 2 Hellions versus 2 queens, even 2 Hellions and a Reaper versus 2 queens and 4 lings. I feel really confident. I can catch these. I don't need to make this 6 lings. I'm over-making workers, and that's going to hurt my economy. So at 44 workers right now, I should have 34 workers at 44 supply. So I'm down 4 workers because I've made too many lings. So another mistake. Another mistake. Decision-making skills. I don't need 6 lings right now. And at 57 supply... queen number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this should be, my 5th queen should be coming in, if I look at my build order, at 44 supply. Then 2 lings overlord. Yeah, so this one's a little bit late. I have, and I don't have the cash because I'm down workers, right? So I don't have the workers that I need right now because I made lings instead. I've got a whole heap of lings and only 30 workers. I should have more. So another little mistake adding up. Now, the next queens, I shouldn't make my 6th and 7th queen until I'm on 44 workers. So let's take a look. Right now, I'm just going to hover over this, and I'm going to watch when I start making my lings again. My next queens and lings. So there's a queen. Inject, inject, inject. Still at 44 lings.
Evolution complete.
So there's my 7th queen. 39. Nine, 40, 40, almost.
A new queen has emerged.
Still not at 44.
You're under attack.
Okay, now I'm at 44. So right at this point, right about now, I should be on 7 queens, 51 workers, and I should be on about 20 lings. I'm not because I made a bunch of lings when I didn't need to. I was low on my worker count. This timing on his part is really good, but look at this. I've got 4 queens right here to take this on, and I have lings over here to dodge this. So I should have been totally fine. I only have half the lings I should have right now because I wasn't droning hard enough. I still have larvae left over. I don't have the cash to spend it because I just now got the 49 workers, but I should be at 51 by now. Should be at 51. Another thing, let's take a look at my queens. So I've got 1 inject ready here. This is good. This queen is almost out. This queen just started. And I've got this much here. One thing I have been doing recently is while I'm making this queen, if I'm not spreading creep tumors with these queens, I will inject. I will inject them. So, honestly, I've never really had problems with larva until right now. So I'm not missing any queens at the moment, but I'm really low on my worker count. So
A creep tumor's under attack.
let's see how much damage
A
I
new
take.
queen has emerged.
Larvae are coming in. The hellions are coming in. I just ran by. Positioning is terrible. Here we go.
Our drones are under attack.
Queens are taking that down. Let's see how much damage I take here. Oof. Just trying to get the hell out of there. Okay. So I lost 15 workers. Now I'm back down to 39. And that's because I didn't have the ability to defend this because I cut too many workers and made too many lings in the beginning of the game. And my queens were out of position, and I couldn't see it. So I was attacking. During my attack, I didn't inject here. I didn't inject over here. I don't have a queen over here. So that was one mistake here. But now I'm 15 workers behind, and I'm on the back foot the whole game. Now, to my defense, this terran I'm playing against, basically stayed on kind of a one base-ish all in and didn't make any workers for like 12 and a half minutes. So that's good for me because I'm not super far behind. But I do like my map vision on my side of the map, but I don't really have any vision of what he's doing on his side of the map. And I didn't see that attack coming in, which was the big problem. So let me take a look here at when this attack comes in. Let's see when the attack is going to hit. Let's remember when a Liberator could show up. So right now, 44 workers is when I should be going. Right about now, honestly, is when I should be going spore, spore, spore on each of these points outside of my mineral lines, or even inside my mineral lines if I don't know what's going on. I have that actually part of my build right now, if I was to make it appropriately. Let's see when this hits. The Liberator's going to hit across the map. Here comes the Liberator up here. This also says that my Overlord position's pretty bad. I don't have an Overlord over here. I do have an Overlord way out here and here. But I don't have any vision up over here. And if he was to come down either way, it would have hit both of my mineral lines pretty hard. So here we go. And here it comes. Let's see where we are. When is it first attack? Right now, 59. So at this point, I should have had a couple spores up. That would have taken this out. Also, if I'm doing spores, from now on, I'm going to put the spore towards this gas because this is where Liberators usually come in, around here. And I'll have the Queen around the Nexus, so when the Liberator comes in, it's going to get hit with the spore, and then I can also micro the Queen if I need to. Over here also, I'll put a spore back in this corner. And then this guy right here, I think, is just going to have a spore right here in case he tries to run past that down towards here. So the spores for Terran from now on, unless I know that they're going Cloak Banshee, I'm going to assume Liberator instead. And I think Cloak Banshee is one of those things where if he has a tech lab, I know that it's Cloak Banshee. If it's not a tech lab, I can assume either Medivacs or Liberators. And either one, the Terran Medivacs like to drop behind the mineral line so I can't get a surround. So putting spores behind my mineral lines as Zerg is going to be good. So little tiny things I'm going to do to position. Now also, creep spread is pretty bad. So I want to go back and take a look at how I'm spreading my creep. Now, one thing I do miss on this, my first big mistake is this Queen that popped did not drop a tumor. I know that it's hard to defend against this Reaper, but that's part of why this build is this way. I don't need all of this lava right now because I'm making so many Queens. I'm getting really heavy with Queens. If I wasn't going so heavy in Queens, I could inject more and spend more on larva, but I'm getting 3 Queens, 4 Queens pretty quick, honestly. So it goes Creep Tumor first out of this girl right here. and that's going to help spread it forward. So I missed that, but I do put 2 down here in the future. So let me see when these are ready. So now the creep tumors take 10 seconds to cool down. So 10 seconds to cool down, 11 seconds guys. So every 21 seconds I could spread again. So let's see how many times I could have spread these until the, how many times I did spread them and how many times it could have spread until, so we're at 3:43. Let's just do some math really quick. 3 minutes, 3 minutes 34 seconds. And then the attack comes in at 4 minutes 51. So I could spread each tumor of these 2 tumors right now. I could spread them. Hold on, let me see here. 4 times 60 plus 51 is 290 seconds. 291 seconds. 3 times 60 plus 34 was 184 seconds. So 291 minus, 291 minus 291 is 107. And I can divide that by 21. So I should have been able to do this. 7 divided by 21. 5 times. I should have gotten 5 creep tumors down if I was absolutely perfect. So before I get more tumors out over here and everything like that, let's just assume I hit perfect on this. So 21. I could do 5 times. Just over 5. 5 and lay down my 6th. So let's see how many times I get these 2 tumors. 1. Two. Oops, sorry, I missed, oh jeez, I missed. I was clicking on this one. 2. Oh. I could have gotten a 3rd and be able to see much more. So missing this first one was really bad because I could have been down to here and seen this coming a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. I'm laying more creep tumors right now, but I could get more. And this is, again, this is after I've missed my first one. So I could have gotten, I missed my very first tumor, and I dropped 2 right now. This should be out more, considering I skipped my first one. I could have gotten 6, just over 6 spreads, but I've only done 3. So missing that first tumor is really hard for me to defend and Hellions and stuff like that because they can't just run up here like this. I could see them coming. I can get into a better position if I keep my lings like right here. Maybe that's what I'll do from now on. I have a queen here. I don't know where I want to come. I think my lings are in a good spot right here. When they run up, I can get the surround on them. But having good creep spread is going to allow me to see things better. So honestly, after the 15 lings, I've lost this. After the 15 drones die, I've lost this map. I've lost this match. But let's just take a look at it anyway. So right now, let's take a look at just the units tab. So 37 workers, 29 workers. I try to get in, do some damage. I kill 4 of his workers. Hooray. Oh jeez. My game just closed. Sorry. My game just closed. I don't know what I hit. My goodness. My game is not opening. Stop closing. Goodness sakes. Okay, let's go back. Get in, get 4 workers. 43 workers, 33 workers. I don't have any spotting on the map, so I don't know when he's coming. There we go. I've got 1 ling, which says he's taking a 4th, and then I think I make a whole bunch of workers behind that. Yep. Yes, I do. Okay, boom. I see it coming here. I see this coming here. I see this liberate here. I have great map vision right now. My creep spread's not terrible, but where are my units? I've got 23 lings, and I've got 7 queens, and it is 8 minutes. just starting my hydralisk den. That's because I lost 15 workers, and I have to rebuild my economy before I get this. So honestly, I should have a crap ton. I should be very close to maxing out right now in a perfect world. I should be on 66 workers, which I'm very close, and I should be at about 100. I should be at about 90 supply right now. I should be at 3 times the supply I'm at. Very close to that. I would say about 80 supply, not 70 supply. Even so, I would be double what the Terran is right now. And I've got a couple lings, so come home. This comes up. Playing around with that. Got my queens. I'm starting to get Hydras finally. I'm just behind. Right now, let's see. Workers. I'm only up. We're basically tied right now. I'm too late on my worker count. You know, spotting lings. He's walking around my creep, and then he just walks straight in to my base. So when I make a new base, I need to make sure I'm creeping away from where it is. This is good creep up to here, but he just stopped and went, I'm not going to go on creep, which is exactly what it should do. And he could walk directly up, siege and widow mine directly in front of my my base here, and I have nothing over here. So also I think I've changed 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th base. It's a little bit more tucked in. 5th, and then this is my 6th base from now on. So I should have a lot more creep spread. But spreading creep down here and over to this area is where I'm going to be able to protect my 4th. I started doing that already. So I like this as a 3rd, but my 4th base goes over here, and then my 5th is nice to take as well. And then that also helps eliminate a lot of the back and forth drops here. If I just have 5 hydras, which I do. I am still keeping that safe. But this does just way too much damage. Lose everything. And there we go. GG. So, the moral of the story is don't overmake Zerglings in the beginning of the game. I need to just stick with my build order, and I need to get better at being able to inject and do my build order at the same time. On top of that, I need to get my first creep tumor down as a must in Terran versus Zerg versus Terran from now on. Losing this first creep tumor puts way too much momentum on their side of the map, and I don't have the vision I need. I don't have my map hacks from the creep spread. So I gotta do that. Get my creep out, and then I need to have spotting Zerglings in the map. 1, 2, 3, 4. In every attack path that he could take down. Overlord placement, I need to have 1 down here. I need to have more up here for map vision. Yeah, after that, I think I would have been in a much better spot. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know that I've got a lot of work to do. I didn't play perfect by any stretch of the imagination, which is why I lost. Doing these potato leagues is very good and healthy for me, I think. I get to actually take a step back after I feel like, oh, I was playing so hard, I'm losing to these bad players, and then I really get to look at my play and go, yeah, but at 8:30, at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, you don't have any hydras yet. Your hydralisk den isn't even finished at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, and I have maxed out with infestors by 9 minutes before? Right? What is this? Why is it now that I'm making my first 3 hydras at 8 minutes and 30 seconds? Right? That's not good. Baneling speed isn't finished. +1 isn't finished. I haven't even started +2. I maxed out at 9 minutes with 2-2 and starting 3-3 right at 9 minutes. Starting 3-3 in adrenal glands at 9 minutes is what I do in my practice games. I'm way behind. So, that's why it wins. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.